Happy Saturday, everyone. It's time for my weekly check-in, and I don't know when I'm going to get this posted. I'm going to get it ready to go, but I've had internet issues for the last 3 days. Off and on for 5 seconds and booted off, and I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to get my video ready, and the minute it's up and running, I will push the button. So I hope everyone had a great week. This is exactly 1 week post-op for me. 1 week ago Friday, I had my surgery. I did do a quick 3-day whiny sort of video. But this week I'm not whining at all. I feel great. And I started to feel great about maybe Monday. By Tuesday, I felt like I could go back to work. And in fact, I did go back on Thursday and Friday just for a few hours in the morning. But my energy is good. My tummy, no problem. Everything's fine. Everything's functioning. I'm still on the mushy food diet, so I'm still living on liquid protein and supplemented with cottage cheese, yogurt, I don't know, mushy stuff, soup. I do like the creamed soups. So I'm okay. And this week my daughter and I are going to start putting recipes together and making menus because we have to learn how to cook. Here's the truth, folks. I am not a domestic goddess. I hate cooking and I hate cleaning up afterwards. Now, I like special cooking. So if it's your birthday, love to cook you dinner. If it's Thanksgiving, bring 100 people and I'll do it. But Monday night, what's for dinner? Clean up. Tuesday night, what's for dinner? Time to clean up. Wednesday night, I hate that. So what can you do? So that's where I'm at. I'm doing great, and the surgery went well, and I think I'm recovering on a really strong note. I do have one complication, not necessarily to the fault of my surgeon, but I have a blood clot. Not good. In my neck. And I first felt the lump on Monday morning, and I went down the blood clot checklist. Is it hot? No. Is it red? No. Do you have a fever? No. So I thought, okay, I have a lump. If it doesn't go away in a couple days, I'll call my doctor. Well, on Tuesday or Wednesday, I woke up and my left arm was purple-ish and swollen. I knew that's not a good sign. So I went to urgent care, and after some ultrasound work, they confirmed a blood clot. They almost readmitted me to the hospital for a couple of days, but instead sent me home with some shots that I had used during my other 2 surgeries, my orthopedic surgeries. Because, of course, in orthopedic surgeries, the risk of blood clot is really high. So they give you blood thinners to make sure. This time I didn't have blood thinners as part of my surgical routine because they're not as common. But I'm old, I'm overweight, I've smoked off and on my whole life. You know, I have other risk factors, and I have orthopedic problems which slow me down. So I don't blame my surgeon or the surgery. It's just part of the price I pay for having abused my body all these years. So I'm not worried. I'm going to take the medicine, and I have faith that it's going to be okay. My instincts don't tell me to panic. My instincts tell me I'm going to go through this. I have a bunch of tests coming up this week, more ultrasounds and CTs, and is it okay, and is it getting better? So it is what it is. But other than that, life is good, and I'll be back to work full-time on Monday. So let's start with some numbers. I've never really talked numbers, so I guess now is the time to start 1 week post-op. When I started this process last November, I weighed 370 pounds, 370, and my surgeon wanted me to lose 10 to 15 pounds prior to surgery, and my appointment for my surgery date was the end of January. So in November, I started really cutting back, and I kind of adopted a bariatric diet, or what I thought was a bariatric diet prior to my surgery. I started drinking protein shakes and once or twice a day for meals and having like a lean cuisine at lunch. So my caloric intake went even lower than usual. And so I did have some good pre-surgery weight loss. My date of surgery, I weighed 316 pounds. Yesterday, I officially weighed 307. So that gives me a total weight loss since starting this journey of 63 pounds and a 1 week post-op weight loss of 9 pounds, I think. So, I'm not a math geek. 9 pounds. So yay. I'll take it. And 300. Okay, here's the reality. The last time I was under 300 pounds, I believe it was 2005, and I made a decision to go on a concerted effort to lose weight. And as a result, I gained an average of 20 pounds a year. Hence why I had surgery. My salvation is sugar-free popsicles. I don't know who invented them, but I'd like to nominate them for the Nobel Food Prize. They're just awesome. And, yeah. Okay. The only interesting thing that's happening is I belch. Every time I eat or drink, I burp. Not very polite. I've always been a burper, but now I'm really a burper. So hopefully that's a temporary thing. I don't know if anybody else has dealt with it, but I'm sure it's part of the whole new plumbing. Let's see. Anything else? My energy is good. I guess I'm just kind of closing out this week with a real appreciation for what I have done. When I first had my surgery, I was like, oh my goodness, what have I done? Now I'm like, what have I done? This is right on. Because there's no turning back. And like I said, as much as I hate to cook, guess what? I get to learn how to cook bariatric friendly recipes. And those are the kinds of lifestyle changes I need to make. And now I have to make, because running through Taco Bell or whatever is not an option. I do have to admit that I have been craving eating. Nothing in particular. I just want to eat a massive amount of food. And I haven't had that for a really long time. And it's frustrating because for about 30 days prior to my surgery, I gave myself permission to eat whatever I wanted, and nothing really appealed to me. And my big binge right before my surgery was like a couple ears of corn on the cob, because I was told I may never get to eat corn on the cob again, and I love corn on the cob. And now, give me a super burrito with extra sour cream and guacamole. Give me a giant bowl of pad thai noodles and leave me alone with a fork. Where was this when I could have done it? Maybe it's some kind of a grieving thing now that I know I can't, but that's kind of weird. So anyway, it's a great week. I'm looking forward to next week and my life sort of getting back into its regular rhythm. I hope you have a great week. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, everyone.